Thank you for your interest in people, in your families, changing communities. That's why we do these podcasts. We've been working with companies for nearly 40 years now, and particularly in the last few years, really focused on what it means to a business owner to have an engaged, on-fire, valued team of people that can function more without the owners, and what that actually means to everyone's life. It means a lot. There's a lot of change in community right now, and there's a way that we can help people come home tonight so that they pick up their little baby boy or baby girl, connect with their wife, so that they have an actually good life and they want to come back and help you as a leader to create the business that you want, but they do it together with you. So thank you for coming along. This episode is about 3 areas of conversational structure, a strategy which most businesses do not have. When one leader leaves, another one comes in and they do it a different way. Now you have multiple leaders. You might have multiple leaders in different departments, different areas. You may have a team of 200, so not one person can engage fully with 100 people. That's not possible. Unless that's their full-time position, and generally if it is, they're not actually working with the person, so they don't really get to know them at all. And what we're saying here is that we've got 3 areas that I'm going to look at. One is relationship building. Number 2 is problems and solutions. And the other one is about creativeness. Now, that might not sound like much, but creativeness doesn't come unless there's freedom. I hope that makes sense. So why do we need conversational strategies? Well, in a relationship, there's always communication. We talk with everyone. Now, most do not know a strategy or way of speaking with someone, particularly when there is a problem, either in the business or in their personal life. Now, how important is it to be able to connect with them rather than them walking away thinking, oh, he doesn't really care or she doesn't really care, she doesn't get it. It's not hard to change a relational conversation so that it actually gives you an outcome where that person walks away thinking, that was really good. I heard that. I remember in one of the manufacturing companies, a man came in, and it was a lady manager, one of my clients, and she is a general manager of a manufacturing plant. Now, there's one fellow out there who's a process worker, or not a process worker, but one of the workers in the factory, equally important as everyone else. Yet he had a bug on his shoulder, and he did not like her, he did not like his position, he did not like anything. So she used this relational structure called Heat Dirt. When he left that office that day, the change was significant. He bounced out of there and he said, that's one of the best conversations I ever had. When can we have another one? Now, it meant a lot to him. He was heard. He's even come back since then and given ideas of how to make his area of what he works in the business a little bit more efficient, and he's had more conversations with her. What it did for her was quite amazing. It lifted her confidence up in being able to talk with people. And if we can talk with people and become relational with them so that they know that they matter and that their opinion is important, what's that going to mean to your business? So conversational strategies and structures are needed. So problems, when it comes to a problem solution focus. Well, yeah, a lot of the time the problems cause emotions, and emotions can cause us to hold back or be barriers to where we really want to go. Have another example of a draftsman in a plumbing company that was serving the aged care industry. Now the owner wanted the draftsman to move into sales. He's a nice young guy, but he didn't know how to get in there. So I come in, and I do have that conversational strategy. He didn't at that stage, and spoke to the draftsman. And in that conversation, his whole way of understanding the value that was placed on him by the owner to be able to move into that position, and then what it meant to the draftsman to be in that position, what it meant to his family, and how he could attain what he wanted in his life by helping the boss attain what he wants in his life, was a BFO, a blinding flash of obviousness, but it needed a conversational strategy or a structure of being able to engage with him so he understood what it meant, to the point where he was willing to get a few skills to move into that position. So did he move? Yes, he did. Was there a sequence to getting him into that new role? Absolutely. So we helped him with that. So when there's a conversational structure set up so a leader can implement it with workers, the workers will take that on and it'll flow into their families, it'll flow into the services, it'll flow into dealing with suppliers, clients, the whole works. It actually moves into the next area, which is called creativeness. So creativity is important, and everyone has an imagination. You know, if we limit our imagination, we limit where our business can go. And a lot of the limitations are based or held up because of fear. And fear in a sense that I'm not sure how to do this, I'm not sure how to do that, I don't know, these guys aren't going to do it, I've got all these great systems, but no one's really hooking in to do that. And if you know what I mean, it's rampant at the moment. You know, disengaged is at an incredibly high level. And disengaged people, or silent quitters in the US as they call them, will not tell you that they're a silent quitter. And quite often we don't realise because we're not in these effective communications with them. So what happens with Eat Dirt is that a conversation occurs about the problem. And whilst the problem may still be there, it could be your finances, it could be a family thing, it could be a work-related issue with another worker, whatever it may be, if it's not found, it stays there. They don't feel listened to. But if it is found through building up of relations with the person, then it provides a doorway to be able to creatively solve the problem. And that goes in all areas of business, including the boardroom. So creativeness is needed, but it's locked when there's no relational engagement. There's not a lot of trust to give you an idea. There's not a lot of desire to give someone an idea when they're not feeling valued or they're not getting what they want in their life by helping you get in your life what you want. I hope that makes a lot of sense. So reach out for some information if you want to about relational conversations, you know, conversation strategies. Eat Dirt and Jess go very well in this area. There's a conversational strategy that anyone can follow, and then we bring in a program which you can use to talk with your people. So you're not wondering, what am I going to talk to this apprentice about, or what about the secretary, what are we going to say here, what are we going to say there? Here it is, all together. Once we have that information, which builds up over a short period of time, we can use the structure of the conversation to engage in a level that they've probably never experienced before. They'll know they're valued, they'll know they're important, and it'll be a change to your business. I hope that helps.